Well, as you heard there, the twin earthquakes in Turkey and Syria have so far claimed the lives of more than 36,000 people, with the United Nations warning that that number could rise as far as 50,000. Let's go live to Turkey and I'll bring in our reporter Ahmed Kajee, who's in one of the areas there, Antakya. Ahmed, give us a sense of what's going on there. Is there still hope of pulling out survivors alive from beneath the rubble?
Thanks very much, Tembekile. Hope seems to be fading at this particular site where we're at. We're probably around the 15-minute drive away from the Hatay Stadium where we were earlier today. Just this morning, a 80-year-old woman was rescued alive from this particular building. Police K9 units and their rescue services were on the scene earlier. They said that they had seen the signs of life, or at least detected signs of life, and they were hoping that would have come to fruition. It's been more than about 4 hours or so that we have been here, and unfortunately nothing positive has come through from this particular site as well. But across the rest of the city and across the country, those 10 provinces which have been affected in Turkey, those rescue efforts continue. Unfortunately, it seems that that number of deceased are going to increase beyond the 36,000 as rescue officials continue, or the recovery officials continue their work. And heading into perhaps the second week since last week's devastating twin earthquakes, it seems that it's not just going to be a search and recover operation rather than a search and rescue operation. And that's just going to be absolutely devastating on the government and the residents of Turkey going forward. Tembekile.
And Ahmed, just lastly, what do the people there in Antakya need most? Because there's been frustration at the pace at which aid has been arriving.
The need seems to be generally across. Shelter is one major thing. We have had even residents coming up to media personnel, just opening their phones onto Google Translate and trying to just say, look, they are in desperate need of housing, asking for tents in any way or form, mostly for their children and for themselves. So that seems to be the big challenge over there, just getting some sort of housing or temporary housing and residences that should be coming. Food isn't a problem. Medical supplies from emergency services isn't a problem at the moment. It seems that the major challenge for residents at this particular moment is just getting some sort of temporary residence, a part which many of the residents say has been not as fast enough from the local authorities over here. So it seems that there has been some criticism from locals around what the local management has been doing. We do have to keep quiet now due to a search, so we'll just send it back to the studio. Tembekile.
Ahmed Kajee live for us from the ruins of Antakya in Turkey tonight.